Well, after the first week of open impeachment hearings concluded, One America's Stefan Kleinhenz took to the streets of Washington, D.C. to find out how people felt about the proceedings. Take a look.
As the gentle fall air quickly changes into a crisp winter breeze here in the nation's capital, the fight over impeachment is packing all the heat. As the first week of House impeachment hearings wrapped up, we wanted to know if anyone's mind was changed by the Intelligence Committee's performance. Most of the people we asked to comment didn't want to stop and answer questions on camera, perhaps because of the chill in the air kept them moving. But some offered quick remarks, like "I hope he goes," or "We support the hearings." But here are the people who embraced the cold of winter and stopped to offer their reaction. So what's your perspective, being from England, on the whole impeachment process here in the U.S.?
So I think this is just a last-ditch, desperate attempt by the Democrats to kill off Trump once and for all. I think it's going to fail. I hope it's going to fail. I'd like to see him succeed into another presidency. I think that's the right thing for the states.
I think in America you got the same as what we got in the UK with Brexit. You've got a majority and it's anti-democratic, and they're not going actually with the people who voted. And as Beverly said, what's going on here is just a bit of a sham. It's a last-ditch effort. The Russia didn't work, so now they're on to the impeachment.
But I like what he represents, and as I said, we have synergies with what's going on in the UK.
Do you think Donald Trump should be impeached and removed from office?
No.
Why?
Well, for one thing, what president hides behind anything? Not him. Everything he said he's going to do, he's doing. They're just upset because he's going to drain the swamp. And I hope he do it well.
What do you think the American people think of this whole impeachment process?
Well, I'm going to say the Democrats hope he gets impeached. That's what I believe. And I'm hoping that some of them realize that this is the only president that's going to really put up the fight with any country, any state, any whatever, any adversary, anyone. He's doing it. And he's sticking by his guns.
So you said you watched the hearings this week. Tell me what your reaction is.
I think it's much ado about nothing, honestly. I honestly, I listened to everything, and as hard as it is for me to listen to everybody, both sides I did. I don't think he did anything wrong. I mean, Biden's son was on a board of Burisma. He's making $50K a month. Apparently, he has no education in that field. I just think it's a scam. And then after hearing Schiff this morning about his resistance, being part of the resistance, and we're going to throw him out, I just don't see it happening.
Did the hearings change the way you thought about the process?
I think the process is rigged. I'm old enough to remember the Clinton impeachment, and I do remember both sides being allowed to have their say. It was also done in a Judiciary Committee instead of what they're doing it in now, and I think it's the Intelligence Committee. I just don't think it's fair at all. I honestly think they're trying to railroad the guy out of town.
Any predictions on what's next?
I think we're going to have next week another 8 people coming up, and I honestly think what's going to happen is the Democrats already made up their mind they're going to impeach him. I mean, Al Green was trying to get articles of impeachment passed as soon as he was elected. I think he's going to get impeached. I think it's going to go over to the Senate, and I think he's going to get exonerated, and then there'll be another scandal. He did this wrong, and we're going to go through the whole process again.
Real people, real answers. You never know until you meet them on the street. Until next time, Stefan Kleinhenz, One American News, Washington.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.